In his place, we have an absolute special treat. Somebody, we've never had a smart person on this show, let alone somebody qualified to teach us something. And so today we got both of those. We knocked them both out. I don't know. I always wear this. I'm surprised that you're wearing this, but it is another blue-eyed, handsome man with a beard and a black shirt. It's Professor Andrew Huberman. Thanks for coming, man. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for having me here. There's a lot of reasons I'd love to be here and finally got here. But look, I'm no replacement for Bert. There's yes, you are. I hope people aren't expecting me to be nearly as funny as Bert.
That's okay.
Spontaneous as Bert.
Well, I think we're going to have a great. Actually, this is already one of my favorite podcasts that I've ever done.
Son bitches, stand down. Nobody wants the Hakeem Olajuwon style.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Charging these young whippersnappers 50. When you came in the league in 1984, you wasn't getting 50,000 a game.
What?
Hey, big man with this. Hey, I'm blaming Hakeem Olajuwon for the reason we lost Big Man. The reason the 5 man is gone is because they go on the motherfuckers from the 90s and 80s learning they motherfucking booze. What? Look over there. You're good. Just go back to the basics, huh? You was doing fine, Giannis. Fuck that.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
I'm sorry, Giannis, but I would not let you spend 50,000 for that. You fine with this shit. Keep that shit, all right? Who the fuck you gonna do the moves on? Wimbayami? What you need a dream shake for Wimbayami?
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
I'm not going to try to hide or paraphrase or be nice. I'm just going to be frank about it. Gilbert Arenas is an idiot and not even being good at being a troll. See, it's one thing to be a troll and at least be good at it, but when you're that idiotic and you say so many stupid things that can be easily refuted, it's just mind-boggling how anybody would take him seriously. Why would Giannis not want to learn from one of the greatest big men with some of the most skilled fundamentals in the game, not try to improve his game regardless of the era or the way we play basketball, or should I say that the way the NBA plays basketball in today's NBA? With the scoring that is allowed, why not learn these moves? It's fundamentals, footwork. It's fascinating to listen to this moron because everything he says is just pure stupidity. It's oozing nothing but idiocy at its finest. Gilbert Arenas should not be even taken seriously when he talks basketball because whatever he says is just saying it to be a troll and a moron. And I'm here to emphasize why you should listen to people who make sense and not listen to people who sound like buffoons and morons and idiots and just downright dumb. I don't care if that sounds mean, cruel, or harsh. Hakeem Olajuwon is one of the greatest two-way big men you're going to find. Such a skilled offensive set, and then he was a defensive mastermind. So it would be stupid for it would be stupid for Giannis not to improve his game when part of his game does have weaknesses. And why not have a post game? That's one of the things I've seen that LeBron has gotten better at, is getting a better post game. So essentially what Gilbert Arenas wants you to do is stick to what got you there and don't improve your game in any facet. I think Kobe, Michael, any of the greats improve. They're never satisfied with just what they can do. They always want to find a way to be better and make their game at the elite level. You chase perfection knowing that you're never going to get it, but you still go after it to perfect your game. I guess this is why Gilbert Arenas' skill set is limited, because he chooses not to do these things. He's just a moron, and he shouldn't be taken seriously at all.
First place for my podcast was Pet Cemetery. Dead things buried in that land. But come back, there's something else.
Ain't no secret in saying he crap. You just got a bonus at me. Eating all the...
Now we talk.
The Joe Rogan Experience.
No, today we've come to this place where if you want to be peaceful, you need a chemical. You want to be joyful, you need a chemical. You want to be healthful, you need a chemical. Well, you want to be ecstatic, of course, there is a chemical.
Right.
So, what is the consequence of this? Why this is happening? One thing is, in this generation, one thing that's happened in people's minds is the heaven has collapsed in people's minds.
The heaven?
Yes.
How so?
See, I've been talking to people. 50 years ago, if I spoke to people and I asked how many of you want to go to heaven, almost 80% would raise their hands. Today, you go to your university and ask them, how many of you want to go to heaven? They'll say, they think it's a ridiculous question. All right, nobody will raise their hand. So in their minds, heaven has collapsed, there's no place to go. So they want to do it everything here, all right? So they have not found how to be joyful and ecstatic within themselves. So chemical usage, initially it became alcohol, then it became chemicals, it's getting stronger and stronger. And so many people dying of those things every day, and illnesses, and it's costing the nation and the world a lot. It's not just in one country, it's going across the world. Law enforcement agencies may be controlling it a little bit, but they can never control it totally because the consumption is mass-based. It is more people may be consuming these things than people eating bread. It's becoming like that. So this whole movement, where it's going is, if you do not raise human consciousness, if you do not teach people how to sit here feeling absolutely blissed out within yourself by your own nature, because this human mechanism is the most sophisticated chemical factory. If you are a good CEO, you would produce the chemicals that will give fantastic experience. If you're a lousy CEO, you're giving yourself a bad experience. Now you're buying chemicals from outside to fix that, all right? So essentially, you're a bad manager of your own system. You're not taking charge of this. Why has that happened? Because your education, your society is talking about conquering the world, but never taught you anything about how to take charge of this. Do you agree with me?
Yes.
The most… in this room, there's so much technology here. In this room, the most complex and sophisticated technology is within your system. Yes or no? Human system.
Yes.
This is. Have you read the user's manual?
There's no user's manual.
There is.
There is?
Yes.
Where is it at?
It's built into the machine.
Oh, how do I get it?
You need to pay attention. You're reading inner engineering. Read that carefully. There are…
I'm reading it. I'm in the middle. I'm at part 2.
There are pointers as to how to read your own user's manual.
Yes. Let me take you back to this concept of heaven. You know, when you're talking about people in universities, that you say how many of them want to go to heaven. The problem is they don't have any evidence of heaven. And so when a lot of these young people that are atheists or agnostics, they don't want to buy into anything that they believe is connected to fairy tales, or they're connected to some sort of an ideology that they believe was manufactured to control people and to keep people…
That's right. Heaven has collapsed in their minds.
In their minds. But it's also because heaven is connected to religion, and religion is connected to atrocities. There's a lot of people that think of religion, they think of the evils of the Catholic Church, or they think of, what religion has justified, the horrors of history, the things that people have done in the name of religion. So a lot of younger, sophisticated, intelligent people don't want to believe in anything that there's no evidence for. So when you say, how many of them want to go to heaven, say, show me a video. Tell me where I'm going. Do you have a map of heaven?
I am not asking that question,
I know.
offering a ticket. I'm just telling you, heaven has collapsed in people's mind, which is a good thing. Because...
It's a good thing?
It is because the idea that this is not the place to live well, there is another place where you will live well, is the wrong idea.
Right.
This is a place to live well.
You could have heaven right here.
Yes. And who told you you're not already in heaven and making a mess out of it?
No one. I think that's possible.
We are in a heaven making a mess out of it.
But we also
so right
be in
now,
hell too, right?
whether we want to fix the soil or we want to fix the human mind,
Stop
we are
war.
only trying to see that you don't mess up the heaven in which we have landed.
Yes. I could agree with that. I think the problem is the term heaven. When you say it, people think of a biblical heaven. They think of a place that you go.
No, every religion has their own kind of heaven. That's
Yes.
the whole thing. I'm saying before Bible came, there have been heavens in other places.
Yes. You know, one thing I found really
This is one thing good about this soil is, see, people may even have separate heavens to go to, but we all come from the same soil, our bodies go back to the same soil. So this is a unifying factor, irrespective of one's religion, caste, creed, whatever else.
So in your mind, this concept of heaven relates to like a harmony amongst yourself, and the people, the living things around you, including the soil.
See, essentially it's like this. If you feel pleasant in your body, we call this health.
Yes.
If you feel very pleasant in your body, we call this pleasure. If you feel pleasant in your mind, we call this peace. If you feel very pleasant, we call this joy. If you feel very pleasant, if you feel pleasant in your emotion, we call this love. If you feel very pleasant, we call it compassion. If you feel very pleasant in your very life energies, then we call this blissfulness. If you become very, very pleasant, then we call it ecstasy. If your surroundings become pleasant, we call it success. So to create pleasantness in the surroundings, we need the cooperation of people and forces around us. Without everybody's cooperation, you can't create a pleasant atmosphere. But pleasantness of the body, pleasantness of the mind, pleasantness of emotion and energy is 100% your business, isn't it? So if you're feeling ecstatic, you are in heaven. Because your idea of heaven is a very pleasant place, isn't it?
Yeah.
This place, this planet Earth is very pleasant except for the human beings who are creating unpleasantness among each other.
Well, this sounds like a great concept, but human beings are very complex. Their emotions are complex, their needs and desires, and their trauma and pain and insecurities and all mental health issues. How does one get to that spot? Like, what you're saying sounds wonderful. I mean, you're a guru. You're a literal guru. So when you sit here and tell people these things, they go, well, that sounds easy for that guy.
No,
look at him.
It's not
wise
easy.
and
It's not easy or difficult.
You got a great beard?
It is not easy or difficult.
It's not?
It is a question of wrong direction or right direction. That is, you went to an apple tree and you're digging the roots because you're a potato farmer. That is the only problem you have. You are the source and seat of your experiences within you. What happens within you? Should it happen your way or my way? Tell me.
Your way or my way?
No, what happens within you? Should it happen your way or my way?
Well, it's within me. When you say within me, do you mean my thoughts?
Your thought, your emotion, your body, whatever, your chemistry, your energy, everything. What happens within you? Should it happen your way or somebody else's way?
Well, I think if your way sucks, maybe you should listen to other people and maybe try their way.
See, if it happened your way, would you keep yourself blissful or miserable?
You would keep yourself blissful if you were
it.
wise. If you were wise and your mind was working properly, but if you have mental health issues,
that's exactly what I'm saying.
If you're filled with trauma, if you're poorly educated, you're starting from a deficit, a severe deficit where you don't think correctly. No?
No.
That don't?
That is not the problem. The original problem, the root of the problem is this. Let's address one step at a time.
Okay.
See, right now, the simple question is, what happens in your mind, your emotion, your chemistry, your energies must be your way, isn't it?
Well, is yours, yes.
It is yours, so it must be your way. But it's not happening your way right now because it's in a compulsive reactive state. So anybody can cause anything within you. So if I decide what clothes you must wear, what food you must eat, what you should do every day, you will call this slavery, isn't it?
Or the government.
So, right now, someone else, something else can decide what happens within you. Isn't this the most horrible form of slavery? That someone can decide whether you are happy or unhappy.
Yeah, that's not good.
That's not good.
That's not the best path.
So the problem is just this. An intelligence which needs to be conscious is unfortunately unconscious and compulsive. So the only problem that you have is compulsive reaction to life around you. What is needed is a conscious response to life. So this simple thing people have not handled from their childhood.
Right.
So when you don't handle this one thing, everything will be wrong, everything will be accidental. Your success and failure both are accidental.
So what do you say to someone, maybe they're 30 years old, and they've had this life of mistakes and regret and maybe alcoholism or gambling or some other problems, but they want to be conscious, they want to be blissful, they want to be enlightened, they want to be a happy person, filled with love. What path do they take? What steps do they take to correct the journey they're on?
Why is it, though human beings are not the strongest creatures on the planet compared to other species, why is it the human beings are dominating this world? Simply because of our ability to use tools, isn't it?
And our intellect, our ability to manipulate our environment.
Yes, but even then, if we didn't have knowledge of using tools,
right,
the buffaloes would have mowed us down, all right.
Yes.
So, your intellect, they don't care. It's your ability to use tools. You made an arrow, you made a gun, you made so many things.
Made a house.
Yes.
Yes.
Everything, all instruments. Right now, microphone.
Yes.
Or telephone or whatever else. These are all instruments to enhance. We are this much, because of our instruments we become that much. Right now, there is one little screw here in this furniture. I will ask you, you're a strong guy. I will ask you to unscrew this with your hands.
Can't do it.
You do it, you may lose all your nails, I will allow you to use your teeth, maybe you lose some of them.
It's gonna be a problem.
But it'll be right there.
But if I
give you a screwdriver, boom,
do it easy.
in a minute you'll get it out. So this is the power of the tool.
Yes.
So as there are tools for doing things in the external world, there are tools to handle this. Because you don't have a toolkit, this machine, which is the most complex machine, is going crazy. Right now you're reading in engineering, it's a toolkit.
Yes.
You just use the tools, don't worry about the philosophy, don't worry about belief system, don't worry about your concept, somebody's concepts, your beliefs, somebody's beliefs. Just use the necessary tools. Being peaceful, joyful, loving is a natural outcome of that.
Okay, well, what are those tools? Like the scenario that I laid out. You have a person who's 30 years old, they have a history of trauma in their life, they're very unhappy, very depressed, maybe they're alcoholics, they're trying to get their life in order.
Today I want you to understand this. The Isha Foundation, this inner engineering process that we're doing around the world. In 2021, I think it's 2020 or 2021, I think it's 2021, our video views are 2.2 billion.
2.2 billion video views?
Yes.
That's a lot.
Yes. Why? Because it's worked. And because we have over…
What?
It has worked, I'm saying, for people. Yeah. We have over 16 million volunteers working with the foundation. Why are they doing this? Because the only reason is it has worked. What is it that's worked? I did not teach them a morality, I did not teach them a philosophy, I did not promise them miracles, I did not pull gold chains out of thin air and…
Hello.
Hey, my son. Not much. What's going on with you?
Just got to work, playing the game a little bit. Just thinking about going to the gym.
You at work?
No, I got out of work early. I was supposed to have off, but I took some overtime.
Oh, where you at, home?
Hanging out with this annoying dog.
Oh, I hear her. Man, I was talking to Jada the other day. Jada talking crazy to me.
About what?
Talking about Tasha moving in, basically.
Moving in where? Moving in where?
In your house, basically.
No.
I'm like, Jada, what you mean your mom talking about? I said, talking about the back room. I said, no, Jada. I said, the back room is for me. I'm putting bed in the back room. She's like, well, mom's gonna be here to help me. I said, Jada, what you mean?
Ain't nobody gonna be there to help her with that damn baby. That's her baby. Her mom sure as fuck ain't gonna be here.
I said, Jada, that's your baby. You gotta learn to do that by yourself, Jada. Tell me how tired she gonna be. I'm like, Jada, you talking crazy. Ain't nobody. You gotta take care of that baby by yourself, Jada. You gotta learn to handle your responsibilities, your dog, your baby, your work, your job, your school. You gotta learn to do this by yourself, Jada. I said, I ain't had nobody to help me. Well, I got people to help me. But Jada, you're being too spoiled. You're being too selfish. You're being too needy. You gotta learn to do this by yourself, honey. I said the first 6-8 months, you have to learn to do this by yourself so that baby learns its mother. You can't be dependent on people the first 6 months of that baby's life.
No, she just doing what her mom's always done. You know, she don't know no damn better.
I said, no, Jenny, you can't do that. I said, then your mom got 2 kids of her own. She can't be coming your
Man, Tasha's not coming here under any circumstance.
That's what I'm saying. You can't be expecting your mom to come to your dad's house. She got 2 kids of her own she got to take care of. What's she gonna do? Bring the kids? She's like, yeah. I'm like, no, your dad ain't going for that, Jada.
Fuck no.
Yes, he is. I'm like, Jada, you talking
So she thinks she could run around and do all that fucking and not be here, but then have a kid, and then you gonna be having your whole fucking tribe here? No, go to your fucking mom's where you been.
I'm like, you're talking
Go to your
crazy,
mom's where
Jada.
you
You
been.
and your mom are talking crazy.
No, exactly. There's no way. You ain't running it like you can be here, but Tasha, no.
I said, Jada, you're talking insane. It don't work that
I'm
way.
not having Rena here and Tasha here, and I'm not minimizing any time with Rena because that fucking baby.
That's what I told her. I said, are you freaking crazy? I said, how do you expect your dad and Rena to deal with some bullshit like that, Jada? I said, that's fucking insane. You want your dad to be accommodating to that shit? You're fucking insane. That's your dad's house. That's not your mom's house. Are you fucking insane? Oh, Austin, I wanted to just come over there and choke the life out of Jada. I said, Jada, you don't bump your motherfucking head.
I didn't even know she was still silly like that. Whatever. Yeah, she know that ain't gonna work.
Don't even say nothing because I'm like.
Oh, I'm not trusting me because it ain't gonna happen. Tasha ain't gonna be over here.
No, I said it ain't gonna work, Jada. I said that's not happening. There's no way that's happening.
Tasha ain't gonna be here on no. Tasha could be here if I'm not here, but you know when I get home, Tasha got to fucking go.
She got to go. I said, and that's how it's gonna be. I said, ain't nobody coming there to spend no week and no day.
And if Jada ain't here, then I certainly as hell don't want Tasha here by herself with the baby.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, Jada ain't gonna work that way. I said, your dad don't even want me there that motherfucking long. I said, what the fuck is on my neck? Oh, I said, but I said, if anybody your dad want there will be me. I said, but your dad don't want. I said, Jada, come on now. I said, you talking crazy, Jada. I said, and you just got to realize you're a woman now with a job, and you got to figure this shit out. I said, now you should do what I told you to do and apply for housing and get your own place and see how that's going to work out for you. Now that's what you need to do, and that's how you're going to grow up real fucking fast. I said, but since you don't want to do that, you're going to stay with your dad. Now you need to do what you got to do and take care of that baby the first 6 months. I said, you got 2 weeks or 3 weeks or 4 weeks maternity leave. You need to take that time to stay home and train your baby how to sleep. And it's eating time, it's sleep time, so
get your school schedule figured out on that baby sleep time and your work time, so that baby learn how to sleep, so then you can get a babysitter, while whether that babysitter is me, so you can get your school and your work schedule figured out with that baby. I said, but as far as somebody staying there and taking care of that baby for you all the time, that's not going to happen with your mom. Your mom got her own 2 kids to take care of. I don't know what you think. Your mom's going to put her down?
She's so silly. Like, you know you can't depend on your mom. Like, what makes you... Like, I don't even know why you keep even thinking that's an option, no matter what the fuck she tell you. You're your mom's babysitter, you fucking nut. Like, what makes you think, yo, you think y'all be taking turns? No, this is a one-way... This is a one-way street, motherfucker. You're her babysitter, and that's it. She ain't doing nothing for you. Like, besides letting you use Adam's car. Like, that's Adam doing you the favor. That's not her. Like, you're so confused. Like,
I was so confused. I'm like, I don't understand where this is going or where this is coming from. You and your mom both done bumped your heads. I don't get it.
Like, then you better get good with Evelyn or something and hope she can help you, but even her, she doesn't, you know.
I'm like, I don't understand. One minute you're yelling at me, talking about how your mom crazy, she done fucked up with the boy's mom.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you were cool with the boy's mom, and the boy's mom was ready to be a good grandma, and now your mom done fucked that up for you. And you know, and now you all are, oh my God, I don't understand you. I really don't understand. I said, you know damn well, the only one you got you can depend on is fucking me. I don't know why you keep going to all these fucking people. I don't understand. I really don't.
I want them in their life. Like, motherfucker, you just got a baby. That's it. Like, all that family shit is out. Like, you made the fucked up decision of fucking having a kid with this dude. Like, what do you think you're gonna have? Like, how do you even imagine you're gonna have some type of fucking family situation? Like, no, just move on. It's over. Like,
that's what I told
you
her.
fucked up. Thanks for the fucking baby, and move the fuck on. Like,
I told her in a nice way the same thing, Austin. I said, Jada, I don't know out of all the people in the world why you chose this motherfucker. But it's done. There's nothing you can do about it. There's nothing I can do about it. It's too late to get rid of the kid. I said, so it's your baby. I said, that's the way it be. Mama's baby, Papa's me. I said, but it's yours now. It's here. It's coming. I said, the nigga might be a dad. He might not. He's always gonna be a dad. Who knows if he's gonna be a motherfucker father? We don't know that. I said, and who knows if anybody on his side of the family is gonna be a part of the baby's life. We're not worried about that. I'm not. You are, but I'm not.